Paul.
Garrett.
Long time no see.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Have you behaving yourself
Of
throughout
course,
COVID?
of course. Yeah, look, it's been quite time for us. It was, spring has been good, very dry, so we've been active with the corn drills. So yeah, we have been busy, but a different type of busy.
Paul, we haven't seen this man before. Where did he come from?
Yeah, this is Marco Hopp. He's been with us now for a while because we've a lot of new drills on the market, and there's a lot of technology with them, with section control and things, and he's the support on this. He's responsible for digital farming within the Pottinger group. So to have him over doing that more digital side has been great for us.
Lovely to see you, Marco.
Yeah, hello.
So Paul, yes, just getting straight into it, you didn't ask us here to look at the 3002 Aerosem because we were with you last year and we were looking at the 4002 last year. What's special about this? What are you raving about here?
Yeah, like for all intents and purposes, this is just a normal one pass, but it has a second effect. It is also a precision maize drill. So you can go from a standard one pass to a maize drill in a matter of minutes in a precision way. And why we're promoting that now is there has been a lot of talk about plastic within the industry, and it seems to be phasing out a little bit. The costs are getting higher for plastic, and I think that's maybe the only way that they're going to get rid of the plastic is up the cost. So there's been big interest in sowing maize without plastic. And we've always had this machine since 2016. We haven't promoted it much in Ireland because until now there hasn't been a demand. And now that's why we are here today. This machine is then sold, so we're setting it up here today, and it was great to have you here. And yeah, it's really to show how you can go from having a one pass to a precision drill in minutes.
On that note, Marco, imagine I have just finished drilling my spring cereals and I want to drill maize. What's involved in changing our normal one pass into this precision maize planter that you are talking about?
Yeah, that's a really easy job. You only must mount some roller on the seed unit. Here is it a duplex machine. That means we have 2 rows side by side. That means 12.5 centimeter, but from the middle of the next step is 75 centimeter. So that means we have 8 rows here where we mount the rollers, and we get an extra pin in that we have a higher counter pressure on these units for maize. And the next step would be to fold in the tank some flaps that we open this for the maize, that you have in the middle of the tank. You have the fertilize, and outside you have the maize. So the next step would be to couple the single action valve that you activate the units for the maize. In the terminal is it really easy. You only activate the maize. It's 1 point, and then you can say, okay, I want to drive in maybe 25 centimeter distance in the row, or you say 100,000 corns per hectare, or 110,000, 90,000, you can decide. It's really easy. From the terminal it's really fast done. I think to mount it here outside is really fast and easy job. You can work, it depends on the soil, so maybe to 7 centimeter, 8 centimeter, but it depends on the soil.
And this particular system, you call it a duplex, which means it's being staggered between 2 coulters.
Yes, you have a you have between these units you have an offset. So that means one corn comes from the left and then on the right. So like a triangle. And also is it possible here on the duplex machine we have a tram line system. That means if you have a tram line, then it switches automatically and the corn goes back in the tank. So like I said, duplex seed. It's also possible to order a machine with 37.5 centimeter row distance with maize or 75 centimeter row distance. You can decide what you want. I think for me, I like the duplex seed so much.
Yeah, so we can go with the triangle duplex, or we can still go straight line.
Yes.
We have the choice. Paul, there can't be many machines in the market that offer this that I'm aware of. Certainly, I mean, many years ago, I was well used with the traditional maize planting machines in open establishment, as we call it, without the plastic. But this is definitely the first one pass I've seen to do it.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's the only one. And to be honest, I was a little nervous myself. When you hear of converting a one pass to sowing maize, it sends off all kinds of alarms in your head that, oh, that can't be simple. But I am really, really delighted how simple it is, because when you have to, you know, support a machine, teach operators, service a machine, it's the simplicity it needs to have to make that successful. So basically, it has been a really easy machine to get going.
But it does make sense, because, you know, you need a good bed for maize. So, you know, I know different ground conditions, but a lot of the times after it's been ploughed, you're giving it 2 runs with a power harrow, say for example, just to get that nice seed bed. Well, you could give it the 1 run, and then on the second run you could be doing the sowing in one. It does make a lot of sense.
Absolutely, like you say. So then you've a 3-in-1 machine then. So you have your cultivator also involved in the maize drilling process, which generally it's not. So yeah, I mean, it's a win-win. Okay, you can't do plastic, but like I say, it's plastic is less and less and less. You know, and there's many ways around that, with sowing a bit earlier, sowing it deep. It depends on the area. And the fertilizer, it's interesting too. Yes, the rest of the coulters have the option of fertilizing. You can choose which ones. But it also, and Marco will speak on it maybe, it can undersow, say, grass seed. So between your maize, you can sow grass seed.
Yeah, especially in hilly conditions maybe, where you drive up and downhill, the water runs normally downhill. So if you have grass in between the rows, the grass is much faster in the beginning, like the maize. So then means you have a little bit grass standing in the field, and the water cannot go down, it's braked from the grass. So, and then the maize grows up, and the maize is much faster like the grass. So that means the maize is high and the grass is not so. So, and you break the water.
Do we feel that with the triangle system, it's not going to be any issues with our modern maize headers on choppers, or?
No, is the answer to that, and everyone will answer that. Like with the new 4-reach harvesters, it's not an issue. They can drive around the field in circles, and they're working. Maybe for some of the combines who are picking corn for edible corn, maybe, but for the maize headers, it's not a problem.
But we can go straight line if we have to, so
yes,
that's not a problem.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Our setup here, Paul, it's a 3002, so if I've got this right on Pottinger's terminology, 3 meters, 2 means heavy duty.
Yeah, the 1000 series power harrow, which is our heavier duty power harrow. It's the one, we sell 2 options. We sell 12 rotors over the 3 meters or 10 rotors over the 3 meters. The choice is the customer's. The 10 rotors is a more robust, heavy duty drivetrain with heavier tines. So generally people go with that heavier harrow. But we offer both. We offer both.
Well, there is a difference between 10 and 12 depending on the type of finish that you're after. So that puts the choice to the customer.
Absolutely.
Which is nice to have that option as well.
And we follow that on with the drills. We offer 5-inch or 6-inch row spacing. We give the customer the option with the coulters as well. We don't decide for them. This machine will also have a tank extension, which will allow more fertilizer to fit in. It's not fitted yet.
And like, when it comes to the precision side of planting, because corn, maize is a precision planted crop. It's, you know, it's whatever, 42.5 to 44,000 seeds per acre, which is 100 to 110. And the accuracy is there. Select whether you want 100, 110, and she will do the rest.
Yes, we only adjusted in the monitor what we want to have, the centimeter or the corns per hectare. Then we have in the seed unit, and every unit we have, or maize unit, we have a sensor. So it counts the corn. That means if I drive faster, it knows the speed from the tractor or from the machine, from the radar, and then it knows, okay, we must have maybe 24 centimeter what we drove here. So, and the motor turns then automatically faster if we change the speed from the
Yes.
tractor. So that is a sensor which we can clean. It's really fast done. We only open the pipe, clean it with a brush, it's delivered with a machine, and that's all.
A common problem in sowing maize in any machine. A little bit of dust goes around the sensor and it starts beeping. You have to give it a clean. Well, look, Paul, you were smiling from ear to ear, and I'm stepping away from the drill because you've bagged yourselves a next gen 6 Fendt 724 to run a few demos.
Yeah.
How cool is that, baby?
Yeah, I guess underpinning it is a 724. You can feel it. It hasn't changed, I guess, you know, the actual tractor itself, but the cabin, of course, is completely new, as you know. Maybe some guys who have been used to Fendt, the previous generation, will be a little frustrated at the start. I think anyone that's completely new to it will find it user friendly. I mean, yes, there's great support there. They've given a lot of user manuals, but it's quite user friendly if you take your time to get through it. And I think, yeah, definitely it's an improvement. It's nice. We have the drill on the lower screen and we have the GPS on the higher screen, so we're not using our own control box at all on this
Yeah,
outfit.
you're letting the tractor do the thinking.
Absolutely, yeah, yeah, and it saves having to mount equipment, and you know, it's section control as well. All these drills are section controlled, so the tractor is taking over the drill, starting it and stopping it.
Well, I know certainly this drill with the maize feature and the duplex system will be something that guys who are sowing maize in the open establishment will certainly bound to have an interest in, if it's cutting down the number of times you have to go over the ground. But I suppose the one question that they will be asking, is it a lot more expensive as an option? Like, is it the same price as buying a maize drill, or?
No, absolutely not. It's nowhere near that, and why should it be? Like, you're only paying for some extra components. You're not paying for a whole new drill. The coulters are already there for your corn or for your barley or whatever.
Yeah.
The tank is existing. So yeah, it's nowhere near the price of a maize drill to be added on to this. So it's a win on that situation as well. I think a few calculations for anyone maybe sowing maize and their own barley would maybe pay for this extra equipment quite fast with the cost of establishing maize crops, I would think.
Absolutely. Well, look, guys, thank you very much for inviting us down to get a look at it. It's been a pleasure, as always. Margot, lovely to meet you. Hopefully we'll see you in the future. And Paul, as always,
Yeah.
we'll see you soon.
Yeah, thanks a million.
With a
Thank you.
MX6, we need you to come and put the blades
We'll
on.
send Ben at that one. That's his style. Yeah, we'll send Ben
Lovely.
at that.
Thank you very much,
Yeah,
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Every day I'm looking for a way to return to the time when everything was easy to learn. Don't know when it started to get so serious, building up an illusion of a world full of trust, moving on when everything's gone. It's hard to be strong. Confusion in my mind, no way to turn back time. My soul in need of remedy, don't even know the enemy. When I feel out of touch, can't seem to get enough. Hiding away from everyone, I don't know where I'm coming from. It feels like it never happened, maybe just a dream.